I'm gonna show you how to grade the footage from your DJI Mini 3 Pro in just 2 clicks using lookup tables or LUTs as they are commonly known. And this works with whatever program you use to edit and grade your footage, whether it's Davinci Resolve, Final Cut Pro, Premiere Pro, or any other program out there. I'm gonna show you my workflow and how I do it so that you can do the same and create amazing images. I've created a pack with over 150 LUTs for anything that you could possibly need from the DJI Mini 3 Pro, from color correction LUTs to creative ones and even a day to night, which in itself is a really handy LUT to have and one that I wish I had when I started back in the day. The LUTs, as you see here, they're split in different categories or sections with different looks, and I also have my color correction LUTs for bright daylight or sunny, normal daylight or cloudy or foggy, and then nighttime, okay? And let's take this shot for instance, okay? So this is just the bright daylight, as you can clearly see here. So this is as simple as coming to the bright daylight and then we decide whether we want it to be neutral, vivid, or regular. And in Davinci Resolve, all you need to do is just hover your mouse over the LUT and then you can just drag and drop it, and that's it. You can see the difference. You have now color corrected an image, and just like that, that image is ready to go. You can literally publish that and it's gonna look really nice. And as you can clearly see, they all fit within 1023 and 0, okay? That's where your footage should be. And if it's not, all you need to do is just raise the darks a little bit. You can adjust the brightness levels to suit your need. Because the reality of it is that it's impossible to create a set of LUTs that will work with every footage out there on fixed parameters, okay? Because we all work in different ways, different environments, different color temperatures. So there might be a slight tweaking that you need to do, but 95 or 98% of it is done for you. So literally the donkey work is out of the way and you just need to refine and adjust the LUT to your liking. And this is as simple as that. I mean, you can have maybe a foggy day, for instance, like this one, okay? So this one would probably be too much and we want to leave that a little bit more, so we come to the normal one and we can go neutral, we can go regular, or we can go vivid. I like the vivid one. And as you can see, you are well within 1023 and 0. So you could possibly push the darks down a bit more or lift the highlights, and obviously you need to make sure that your sky is not clipping, but that gives you an idea. That's without, that's with. This is another shot, another bright day, and we can just come here and again drag and drop. That shot to me looks fantastic. Now, along with the color correction LUTs, I give you over 150 creative LUTs split in different categories of folders, and they give you a whole range of different looks. And this is where things get really interesting. You have a whole range of black and white shots and different looks. You have Charisma, again, it's a set of 10 different LUTs with different colors and different looks. You go cinematic. Now, My advice is that you don't just grab your footage and drag and drop it, okay? So for instance, let's say that you come to this one, okay? So the way I recommend is that you create a node. You can then select this node and says, okay, for this one, it's a bright day, I want it to be vivid. And then here, if I was to like this look or this look, I just drag and drop and that's it. Done. That's my look. And as you can clearly see, if I turn off the color correction LUT, things start to look funny. You lose color and definition in the background. So this is why it's really important to create a lookup table for the color correction. And again, you can increase the saturation if you want. You can do all sorts of things to the base layer and then just bring this one, and you can clearly see there is so much orange there. So let's imagine that you say, oh, that's too much. I want to bring this down, it's too much. So you just come here and then just say 55. And there you go, that's come down. So you can see you can clearly increase it or decrease it. But if you don't have this one, if you don't have the base layer and apply the LUT directly onto a node, and then you want to increase the color on the sun, if you crank up the saturation, you're saturating everything else in the image, which it may be something that you may be okay with, but you may not be okay with. So as you can clearly see, you got many effects. You got vintage, you got warm, vignettes, terracotta, teal and orange, which I absolutely love. This is so cool. It's gonna give you such a unique look. Look how it changes from this one to that. I mean, it's really nice. I'm really pleased with this one, how it's come out. And you're gonna have such an amazing result with this one. Summerfest, which are really, really handy, really vivid colors. This is one that I genuinely love, okay? And this is day for night. It's so helpful. So you film it at daytime and it looks as if you shot it at nighttime. I mean, this is fantastic. And you can do some adjustments. I wouldn't raise too much the shades, but you can raise certain parameters here. And that looks fantastic. You know, this day for night effect looks better when you don't have a bright sunny day like this. So for instance, on this one, if I drag this one here, obviously we're missing out on the car lights and the street lights, which is something that you really need to account for. But normally the moonlight wouldn't be this bright. As you can clearly see, it's too bright because of the sun. But if you were to create that shot, let's say this shot, okay? Fantastic. And let's just do normal and vivid, okay? And we just come here and we go day for night and we do that, okay? That to me looks fantastic, okay? That looks to me like it was shot at night. This is the kind of shot that you use if you're doing anything creative or narrative. If you need to film something that is supposed to happen at night, but it's a bit of a pain, people working late, you know, mistakes do happen. Just get up early in the morning or late in the afternoon, evening when there is a sunset or sunrise when the sun is not very hot. And you can do your filming and then turn it into night shot and nobody's gonna raise an eyelid, okay? This is a really helpful LUT. But essentially, this is all you need to do with this lookup table. To choose the one that you like, double click, that's it. That's a fantastic shot. So you've gone from this to this. That looks fantastic. So you get a lot of flexibility with these LUTs, and it's pretty much anything that you could possibly need for your DJI Mini 3. It gives you a whole range of creative looks that is gonna make your footage look absolutely amazing. I'm sure that if you download these LUTs, your footage is going to improve exponentially and it's going to look amazing. And at the same time, you'll be helping the channel, so thank you very much in advance. And if you are new to color grading and wondering or considering to use or migrate to Davinci Resolve, I've got a video here but I'll show you everything that you need to get up and running in no time. So click on it and I'll see you there.